On Monday and today this morning, I spoke with the President of South Africa, who sought me out to speak with me on this matter because of their involvement in Eastern Congo. And he's also there pretending to be playing a peacemaker role. And he has a force that has been fighting alongside FDLR and has been fighting the M23 on the instructions of Tshisekedi, because these are people who are not supposed to be in Congo, that these are from Rwanda, or the M23 are not Rwandans, please. These are Congolese, and one time he accepts it, then another time he says no, part of it is yes, and then the other part is from Rwanda, and these are He keeps on going. And how do we, leaders of our own countries, accept this to go on forever and just accept that we shall be manipulated by Tshisekedi or whoever is supporting him? And South Africa dares even issue threats about what is likely to happen after that, and so on and so forth. Of course, we will see what threats they are talking about. Maybe they should have done that exactly for which they have been issuing threats. They should have done it to clean up the mess in Eastern Congo, or to fight back those who have been trying to clean up the mess. So then you have the whole international community just confused. They talked about Rwanda, they talked about the Nairobi process. Honestly, even here, maybe you will help me understand what all this means. The processes became an end in themselves. And the people leading these processes became more important than the results of the processes. The Nairobi process became a Uhuru process. Then the Rwanda process, it's like you can't say anything that will displease President Lorenzo. Definitely, this does not help deal with such a serious matters as we are faced with today. That in the end, just because they can't be
about the challenges that are prevailing now as a result of the situation in the eastern part of the DRC, and how both countries, in fact, how the region, SADC, can work towards installing peace. We all agreed that peace was an essential component of fostering the development of this part of the continent, and that in doing so we should bring the conflicts that are happening in the eastern part of the DRC to an end. And also whatever actions that are going on to also destabilize Rwanda through the incursions of the FDLR. So there are a number of forces that operate in this area, and we agreed that a peaceful political solution is the best option to any military action. And beyond discussing with President Kagame, I also had a number of discussions with a number of other leaders. I also had a very good discussion with President Mbeki, who was also attending the commemoration, and we discussed the situation in Eastern DRC. I went on to discussions with other leaders from other countries, And all of us in our discussions expressed a very deep yearning for a peaceful political solution to the challenges that are being faced here. So I leave Rwanda with a renewed vigor and intention that we should find a solution that will lead to a political solution to what is prevailing here. The people of DRC yearn for peace, and similarly the people of Rwanda also yearn for peace. And so therefore, all of us combined, including SADC, should work towards installing peace in this area so that the conflicts and the violent conflicts, the displacement of people in the DRC and indeed in Rwanda should come to an end, so that there should be peace and silence the guns in this part of our continent. So that is what we are hoping and aiming for.
So I told our friends, these powerful friends of ours, I've even said it publicly, when it comes to defending this country that has suffered for so long and nobody came to the help, I don't need permission from anybody to do what we have to do to protect ourselves. I have said it in broad daylight. I have said it to those who matter in this problem. And that's what is going to happen. You go home, sleep, don't do anything. There will be nothing crossing these borders of this small country of ours. I know leaders when I see them. I also know idiots when I see them. You can imagine the combination of both of them, the disaster it is. If you are a leader and an idiot, it's a disaster, absolute disaster. It is even worse, even more dangerous, if the very people who hold the power in their hands decide that they will be manipulated and played around for some interest by idiots.
DRC President Felix Tshisekedi has announced plans to declare war on Rwanda. I am going to convene parliament in Congress to authorize me to declare war against Rwanda, said Tshisekedi. Tell Kagame that I am unlike the former leaders of the DRC he used to have fun with, he added. The DRC has changed. I will respond to any provocation. Tshisekedi's remarks come at a time of heightened tensions between DRC and Rwanda. Kinshasa accuses Kigali of arming and helping M23 rebels with elite soldiers to destabilize eastern Congo, a charge Rwanda denies. Kigali says Kinshasa has been arming FDLR, a genocidal militia group, to terrorize Tutsi communities in North Kivu and also carry out attacks inside Rwanda. Tshisekedi, who is facing powerful opposition figures in the December 20th election, has on several occasions on the campaign trail attacked President Kagame, accusing him of destabilizing DRC. Tshisekedi's direct threat against Rwanda underscores the fast deteriorating relations between the two countries. Paul Kagame can play with everyone, but not with Felix Tshisekedi, said Tshisekedi. Bintu Keita, special representative of the Secretary General to DRC, recently warned that the restive North Kivu province has witnessed a further deterioration in the security situation, with rising regional tensions between the DRC and Rwanda, increasing the risk of direct military confrontation that could involve the neighboring Burundi. However, the U.S. government recently secured a deal with both leaders, whereby DRC would move its combat drones away from Goma and Rwanda, withdraws its troops from DRC. The Minister of Defense, Jean-Pierre Bemba, on Monday, said Kinshasa was witnessing the gradual withdrawal of the Rwandan army from Congolese soil. I wouldn't want to sell the bear's skin before catching it. But at the moment, the Rwandan forces are withdrawing from many positions, said Bemba, emphasizing, we are observing a ceasefire and a withdrawal. Rwandan forces participated in 2 wars in DRC, one that ousted President Mobutu Sese Seko, and another aimed at toppling Laurent Kabila. On the other hand, Rwanda's President Paul Kagame has promoted over 700 soldiers hours after Tshisekedi said he will invade Rwanda. The promotions include 4 brigadiers who were elevated to the rank of Major General. The Defense Ministry did not disclose the identities of the promoted officers as it has always done. The development comes high on the heels of heightened tensions with neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. The promotions could be aimed at boosting the morale of Rwandan soldiers amid the growing security threats in the region. President Felix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo should prioritize stabilizing peace and unity within the country and ensuring a fair environment for upcoming elections. However, his recent decision to advocate for a military attack against President Kagame, the leader of a neighboring country, is concerning. Such inflammatory rhetoric should be strongly condemned by both the SADC and EAC. It is essential for all nations to uphold principles of peaceful coexistence, and in the event of conflicts, dialogue should be pursued rather than resorting to threats of war. That's my opinion. What are your thoughts on this? Subscribe and give us your thoughts on the comment section below.